Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Java Classified. In previous video, I have shown you how to set up the Kafka, Zookeeper, Drop, Byte UI Offset Explorer without using Docker. I also explained in previous video to set up the Kafka, Zookeepers, Byte, Drop UI by using Dockers. I also explained to produce messages as a simple messages as well as key value pair messages by using dockers as well. So in this video I will show you how to integrate the Kafka by using Spring Boot without using Docker Kafka. So let's go to Chrome browser and create a Spring Boot application with the Kafka dependency. So I have already opened the Chrome browser. Here let's search the Spring Initializer. Now we have selected the project language as a Java and dependency as a Maven. Let's select the Spring Boot version 3.5.0 latest version. Now let's define the group ID com.produce.message dot without docker. Now let's define the producer without docker Kafka. Spring SB producer without using Docker Kafka. Here we are going to remove all these things and adding as a package com.produce.message.pro without Docker. Also defining the description as a Spring Boot producer without Docker Kafka. Now let's select the packaging as a jar and selecting the Java version 21. Let's add the dependency. So I'm going to add only two dependency. One is Spring Web for creating the REST endpoints which will produce the messages in the Kafka topic. Next dependency we are going to add Spring Apache Kafka. Let's explore. You can check the all the dependency by using click the explore button. You can see here. So let's close it and generate the projects. Once the project has been generated, then we will copy these projects in already created folders. Copying this and pasting this in our already created folder interview. Here copying this and I have already opened the IntelliJ. You just go to IntelliJ. Here you will see our copied project will be is visible here. So let's add the Maven projects by clicking the pom.xml. Now it is going to download all the dependencies jar. So let's run the Zookeeper Kafka by using cmd command without using Docker until all the dependencies are not downloaded. So I'm going to C drive. You can see there is a temp folder visible. In the temp folder there is two folders appearing. One is Kafka logs, another one is Zookeeper. Selecting both the folders and deleting these logs. Now let's go to our Kafka folder, which is previously explained. All those things you just go to your setup Kafka folders and open the CMD. Here you just need to run the Zookeeper first. If you don't have idea about Kafka and Zookeepers, then you need to watch my previous video. You will definitely get the information of the Kafka and Zookeepers. So I'm going to run Zookeeper here, adding the Zookeeper property, enter it. Once the Zookeeper is up, then we need to run the Kafka. So let's wait until the Zookeeper is not up. Let's see our projects. Yeah, now all the dependencies has been downloaded. Let's go to src resource. Now let's change the application property to YAML because I'm very comfortable to YAML. So going to change properties to YAML. Here defining the application name, Spring application colon name. Here copying the above application name. Now removing the existing property, adding the server port, adding 9080 as a server port. Now let's define the package here. I'm defining two packages only because I will just produce a simple messages in the Kafka with the help of REST endpoint. So that's why. So defining package as a controller. Now defining another package as a service. In the service, we are going to define the service producer service. Let's add Kafka producer service class. Here adding add the rate service annotation on the class label annotation. Now let's private Kafka template for producing the messages on the topic. So that's why I am taking key as a string and value as a string. Now initializing Kafka template in the constructor of this class. This dot Kafka template. Now Kafka template is initialized. Now let's go to produce a messages. Produce message. Here we are passing the topic name comma string message. Kafka template dot send. Here we will pass the first topic name, now message. Printing the logs here, message has been produced on the topic. This message will appear in the console. Now let's check our zookeeper is up or not. Yeah, it is going to up. Once the zookeeper is up, then we need to run the Kafka. So let's run the Kafka as well. We are doing the parallel work, setting the Kafka and writing the code in the Spring Boot in the IntelliJ. So you don't need to confuse. So I'm going to run Kafka here. Window Kafka server. Now we need to add the server property, enter it. Once the Kafka is up, then we need to integrate this Kafka in our Spring Boot. So let's go to our projects. Now creating a produce message controller. Let's add the REST controller on the class label. Now let's final. Let's inject the Kafka producer dependency. This dependency must be this this dependency must be initialized in the constructor label. So I'm going to define in the constructor, parameterized constructor. So let's initialize this service in the constructor. Now it's time to it's time to response entity. It's time to produce the messages in the topic. So I'm going to write a API send message to pro to Kafka. Now let's add the request from here. I will only send only one message, string message. Now here we are going to send the messages and topic. So I'm going to use hard coded topic name right now. In upcoming video I will explain more detail about how to inject the topic dynamically and so on. So here we are going to define Kafka topic. Now going to pass the messages as well. Here returning the response, new response entity, defining message has been produced to Kafka topic. Now defining the messages as well. Now let's add the status endpoint, HTTP status. Now okay, what happened? Okay, HTTP status dot okay. Adding a get endpoints, get mapping here slash send. Now our API endpoint ready. Just need to add the configurations things of Kafka. So I'm going to property file. Let's check the Kafka is up or not. Will we use yeah, now Kafka is up and Zookeeper is also up. You can see the Kafka port number 909092. So I'm going to property application.property file. Just running the application here. Just 1 minute. Clicking SB. What happened? Running the application. Once the application is run in the first time, then we can easily source 11 Docker version SDK 17 is not compatible is 11. So I'm good. Let's check the form.xml file here. Java version is 21. So we need to change the JDK version as well. So I'm going to search setting setting Java Java. What happened here? Going to Java and just search the Java compiler. Now I'm going to select the Java version 21. Yeah, that is fine. But why it is giving error? Just 1 minute. Yeah, 21. That is fine. So let's check run again. 11. Okay. We need to update the JDK version here. Projects. So I'm going to add the our JDK install JDK version 21. Going to open logic. 21, selecting this one, and let's check what will happen. I hope it will work. Clicking OK. Now it will take some times. So I'm going to write property file until it is not set up. Okay, going to write property file here. Spring Boot, Kafka, bootstrap servers. Define the localhost 9092. Also, we are going to define Kafka producer. Kafka producer key serializer, value serializer as well. Here we are going to do org Apache Kafka common dot serialization dot string serializer. Also, we are going to define value as well. Org dot Apache dot Kafka dot common dot serialization dot string serializer. Now is our Kafka integration in the Spring Boot has been done. Let's wait until the indexing have not been done. Yeah, now let's run the application and check what will happen. Now it is going to run our application. Yeah, now our application is up. Value, okay, this is a mistakes here, so I'm going to rerun again. And also we are going to run the offset explorer for checking the topics and topics and messages. So let's wait until offset explorer is not up. Now offset explorer is open. Let's add the new connection here. So I am going to give the connection name is a Kafka local. Now providing the bootstrap server as a local host here, local host 9092, pinging it. Now it is able to listening. So I'm add going to add the zookeeper as well. So I'm pinging it is also able to listen. Here let's click the use background thread to read consumer offset topics. Now let's text it. Yeah, it is able to connect. You can see here there is no topics available right now. Now let's run the application and check whether I'm able to produce the messages from the on the topics or not. I will provide the projects link in the description. You can check in the description. Yeah, now application is up. Let's run the let's produce the messages. 90 80 slash send question mark message. Here we are passing the messages as a hello. First time it will not produce the messages on the Kafka topic because topic I have not created manually. Our application will check first if will check first the topic is available in the Kafka topic, the topic is available in Kafka or not. If topic is not available, then our application will create the topic and will not produce the messages in the topic. In the second time, it will produce the messages on the topic when we will hit the API. So I'm going to hitting the API. Let's check what happened. Send is the message here. Request from MSG. Okay, that is fine. 9080 9080. That is a correct. What happening here? The meta response from cluster. Okay, it is not has been produced a topic. You can check in the middle it was facing some issue. After that it is able to produce the messages on the topic. Let's check the topic has been created or not. So I'm refreshing in the Offset Explorer topics section. Yeah, now able to see topic is available. Now let's check the messages. So I'm going to change byte array to string and also value we are going to change byte string to array. Updating this one. For Offset Explorer setup, you can watch my previous video. If you are facing any issue, you can connect me. So I'm going to run it here. You can see hello message is produced. In the first time, it will create the topics and producing the messages if topic is not available. So I'm going to produce another messages as well. How are you? Entering it, you can see this message is also produced. So I'm going to run again, retry messages, play button. So you can check how are you messages also appear in the Offset Explorer. You can check these messages by using cmd command. So I'm going to Kafka folder for showing you how to check the messages by using Kafka cmd. So I am inside the Kafka folder, going to Windows directory, Kafka console consumer hyphen hyphen topic. Here we need to pass the topic name. So there is a that is a topic name is a Kafka topic. Now we need to pass the bootstrap server URL. If you have any doubt, you can watch my previous video. After watching, if you have any doubt, then you can message me or comment me. I will produce the answer. So I'm going to add Kafka bootstrap host URL 909 to enter it. Oh, sorry, my bad. We need to add one more thing from beginning. Beginning means it will consume all the messages 0 to last one. So it is going to read the messages from 0 to, yeah, it is running. It will take some times. So wait until, yeah, you can see. So I'm going to produce the messages from the API. So here this message this message is produced by API. You can see this message will appear in the Offset Explorer as well as CMD consumer side. Now it is produced. You can also check the messages in the console. Now let's refresh. This you can see third message will also appear in the Offset Explorer. Now let's go to our consumer CMD. You can see this message is also appearing here. So in this video, I have shown you to set up the Kafka as well as integrate the Kafka in the Spring Boot and producing the messages by using REST endpoints. So thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, you can subscribe my channel for further update. I will provide lots of things in the Kafka as well as microservices in upcoming session. If you have any doubt, you can comment me. I will provide the answer. These codes information I will provide in the description. You can download the codes from GitHub registry and run it in your local system. Thank you for watching my video. Let's meet another session.